The Queen and Her Prince, 73 Years of Love.
I want to pay tribute today to the Duke of Edinburgh. You have my deep and enduring admiration, an admiration which words alone can never fully express.
Philip and Elisabeth spent their whole lives together. They never left each other's side right until the end. It's hard to believe, but their story began more than 70 years ago. Elisabeth first met the handsome young Prince of Greece in 1939.
The love affair blossomed almost immediately.
She was only 13 years old. He was 5 years her senior.
Princess Elisabeth saw this 18-year-old, 6 foot tall, incredibly handsome. He was nicknamed the Viking, and she fell desperately head over heels in love with him at first sight.
The Second World War separated them for a while, but nothing could stay in the way of their love.
It was a correspondence love affair, really. They wrote letters to one another.
Upon returning from the front, Philip proposed to Lilibet. Their engagement was kept a secret until Elizabeth's 21st birthday. When it was announced, the nation was overwhelmed with joy.
Outside the palace, 100,000 people surged forward in a solid mass.
Again and again the people called for Elisabeth and Philip. Again and again they joyfully responded.
People could finally celebrate something else after the war.
For this was a day of national rejoicing, a day indeed which had caught the imagination of men and women all over the world.
Their marriage put people at ease and gave hope.
Churchill described the wedding as a bright ray of colour on the hard grey road we have to travel.
The Queen had met the man she loved, and I think has never stopped loving.
The couple spent their first 5 years in Malta. Philip was serving his time in the Navy, while Elisabeth led a simple life of a naval officer's wife. But everything changed in the blink of an eye. Elizabeth's father died, and she had to take the throne. Philip gave up his career and kneeled before his wife.
Naturally disappointing, because I'd just been promoted to commander. And in fact, the most interesting part of a naval career was just starting.
But Elizabeth has always been his priority.
Being married to the Queen, it seemed to me that my first duty was to serve her in the best way I could.
Elizabeth knew she could always lean on him.
Prince Philip is, I believe, well known for declining compliments of any kind. But throughout, he has been a constant strength and guide.
Sure, there were some difficult times they had to go through, but they are mostly known as a couple who just couldn't take their eyes off of each other.
Tolerance is the one essential ingredient of any happy marriage. It may not be quite so important when things are going well, but it is absolutely vital when things get difficult.
Philip's great sense of humour always helped the Queen relax.
Mr. Chairman, I'm afraid the Queen forgot to bring her glasses with her. So I've been asked to read her speech.
He has quite simply been my strength and stay all these years.
Living in the shadow of the Queen never bothered Philip.
To do that by yourself, I think, would be a very, very lonely place to be. But I think to have the support of your husband there by your side on those occasions and behind closed doors as well, I think is really special.
Their love story was a real-life fairy tale.
I think anybody in the world would love to have the opportunity of a love affair that lasts over 70 years. They've managed to create something truly splendid and beautiful and dutiful and passionate.
But after a lifetime together, the Queen will have to continue the journey alone. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. He missed his century birthday by just 3 months. It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen has announced the death of her beloved husband. Prince Philip was a supportive husband and an amazing father, and he will be forever missed by millions.